gift of sight is an incredible blessing. When we use our eyes to perceive the world, do we do that out of a sense of love? Do we do it out of a sense of judgment, of wanting to categorize things one from another? How do we use our eyes to inhabit Christ in the world? How do we use our eyes to bring about the gift of Christ's vision? This week in Following the Way, we're continuing to focus on the gift of our bodies and loving God with all of our strength by using our eyes as a way of continuing to bring Christ into the world. We wake up every morning and we go out into the world looking. We go out into the world perceiving and processing. It might start with very mundane tasks such as finding our way to the bathroom and making breakfast and getting in a car and using it to drive to work. But when we get to the place where we are going to be for the day, whether that be in our home or our work or our school or wherever that may be, our eyes can then shift into a different mode. Are we seeing all that there is to see, or are we instead only seeing just the surface of things? It's been said over and over again that such a huge part of communication happens visually, not just with the words that we're using, but the way in which we present those words and what it is that the rest of our body is communicating to others. One of Jesus' great gifts was his ability to see people as they truly were. And so many times he would tell others that you're not truly seeing this person. You're seeing them as a leper, you're seeing them as a Jew, you're seeing them as a Gentile, you're seeing them as an outcast, as a male or as a female, as somebody of importance or a slave. Jesus says, are you really looking at that person? Are you consciously looking at their soul and seeing them as a child of God? Or are we just looking at them as the periphery of our own lives? Or even worse, as things that we can use to satisfy our own needs and wants and desires? Jesus says at one point that if our eyes are causing us to sin, that we should gouge it out. It would be better to be blind than to see in that way. How do I use my vision, the gift of these eyes, to perceive the world around me and to take that in love and then to offer love back? The old adage is that the eyes are the window to the soul. And so what do my eyes reveal about me when people look into them? Are they seeing anger? Are they seeing bitterness, resentment, hatred towards the world or towards them as an individual? Or are they seeing eyes that are receiving and perceiving, in love coming in and in love going out? To be seen by Jesus was a powerful thing. And now as his disciples, as people who are walking in his way, we are called to incarnate that part of the body of Christ as well, and use the gift of our physical self and the gift of our eyes to look deeply into the world and to look at others as brothers and sisters, to look into their soul and see them for who they truly are. You can do that this week. You can become consciously aware of the ways in which you can use your eyes to love others, and the ways that we use them to degrade others, or to use others or abuse them. Be more conscious this week of the ways in which you are using your eyes as a gift of love to the world from God.